I'm Paige Parker.
And I'm Taylor Trojan.
And this is the Marian Catholic News.
For the first week of November 2019.
Go Extreme for Jesus is hosting a homeless mission this weekend, in which students will travel to Chicago with Sister Mary Jo to hand out lunches, clothing, and other needed supplies to the homeless. If you are interested, be sure to pick up a permission slip in Sister Mary Jo's room.
Students unable to attend Saturday but still want to participate in the mission can come see Sister Mary Jo after school on Friday to help prepare the lunches.
The Boeing company has just concluded the first major test flight for the Starliner, a specifically designed capsule for astronauts. The test centered around the capsule's short system, which would allow the astronauts to escape the craft in case of an emergency. Of course, the Starliner will have to undergo further testing before it will be used. Boeing hopes to send the capsule to the International Space Station without a crew next month.
The National Collegiate Athletic Association, or NCAA, has announced a game-changing decision. Beginning January 2021, college students will be allowed to profit from their names, images, and likenesses. The details of the new policy and consequential payments are still being discussed.
It's that time of year again. The holidays will be here before we know it. Any students aiming to begin their holiday shopping early will be surprised to know that the Salvation Army bell ringers will now be accepting donations via Apple Pay and Google Pay. The Salvation Army hopes that this quick and convenient method of donating will encourage more people to do so, especially if they are not carrying around cash with them.
The recent decline in the Midwest bat population due to disease, climate change, disappearing habitats, and the growing wind turbine industry has many environmentalists concerned. Contrary to the popular belief, bats are not the undead in disguise. They actually play vital roles in the ecosystem, such as crop-eating insects as well as mosquitoes. We hope that everyone will do their part to keep our bats flying in the sky.
An ordinance first issued September 2018 in Cook County that would keep children 13 and younger from being jailed has been found ineffective. An appeals court has recently ruled that the ordinance is in conflict with the state law.
Boeing says it has submitted its proposal for a lunar lander capable of putting astronauts on the moon by as early as 2024, joining a competition that includes Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin space venture and most likely SpaceX as well. NASA envisions a system that includes a transfer vehicle to a ferry, a lander from a lunar orbiting gateway outpost in orbit that is closer to the moon, a descent element that would be putting astronauts onto the surface, and an ascent element that would carry them back to the gateway.
While not quite frigid, winter is most certainly making an appearance. This week, expect temperatures between the mid-30s and lower 20s, with the exception of Saturday, when temperatures will be between the high 40s and lower 30s.
Football season is not over yet. Tonight, the Spartans take on St. Patrick at Trenton College in the Prep Bowl. Go Spartans! And once football does come close to the winter sports season begins, fencing, wrestling, cheerleading, and of course, basketball. Remember, you can watch every home basketball game on MCN on the Marian Catholic Facebook page.
Finally, dozens of volunteers have been offering romantic advice to the world's most lovelorn souls. And they've been doing it all on behalf of William Shakespeare's most iconic heroine. The Juliet Club is a nonprofit organization that responds to the letters that have been sent to Juliet Capulet, the tragic figure in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, which takes place in Verona, Italy. Addressed simply to Juliet, Verona, thousands of letters arrive from all over the world, from people lamenting their various romantic woes and heartache. And the Juliet Club volunteers have always done their best to offer up some valuable advice in return.
Dear Juliet Club, I really like this guy. And even though he didn't friend zone me and say, "You're more like a sister to me than a girlfriend," I still love him. What do I do?
It'll be all right. I'm Paige Parker.
And I'm Taylor Trojan.
And this has been the Marian Catholic News.
For the first week of November 2019.
We'll see you next week.
I love you!